practice for you to do right before bedtime when you're just trying to just wind yourself down and really get nice and relaxed. So you're going to need a spare space on the wall, so room enough that you can pop your legs up. I'm also going to be using a folded blanket, so I've got some support for behind my head and a yoga block. Now, if you don't have a yoga block available to you, maybe just try using a thick book or a couple of thick books. So we're going to get started. So take your yoga mat and I want you to lean it up against your space on the wall so that your smaller side is pressed right up against it. And then from here, we're going to sit right up against the wall, so placing one of our hips just against the wall and then just leaning back. And as I lean back, I'm just going to just take my legs up and then get nice and comfortable. So from here, you could grab your blanket if you like, and you can have that folded blanket just for behind your head. With your arms, you could either just have them out to the sides, palms facing up. You could have them out in a T shape if you want a bit of a chest opener, or even take them into a cactus arm. And once you find your comfortable position, just start to settle into your stillness. You can close your eyes down. And let's tune into your breath. And just noticing how on the inhale your belly rises. And then on the exhale, it draws towards the spine. On the inhale, your belly rises. And on the exhale, it draws towards the spine. Your breath is just like the ebb and flow of the tides. Going in and going out. Going in and going out. We're going to pause here for another 15 breaths. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, you can just return your arms down towards your sides, or they could just gently rest on top of your belly. And we're going to just draw the soles of our feet together. Just letting our knees fall apart to the sides. If you want to use your hands to support underneath those legs, that's fine. Or just finding a comfortable position. Relax your low back into your mat. And as you find your comfortable position, just settling back into your stillness. And just starting to check into your body. Just noticing where you might be holding tension. And then just feel as you just relax your eyes down. Relax the jaw, the tongue, the mouth. Relax your neck. Soften and relax into your shoulders. Relax your arms, your wrists, your hands and fingers. And just soften and relax into your ribs, into your belly. Soften and relax into your pelvis. Soften and relax into your thighs, your knees. Soften and relax into your calves, your ankles. And soften and relax into your feet and your toes. Just feeling completely soft and relaxed. We're going to just hold it here for 15 more breaths. Just take 3 more rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to take our right leg and we're going to extend it back up the wall. And then we're going to take our left ankle and just place it just above that right knee. Just bring a gentle flex of that left foot. Now if you can't get your leg all the way down there, you can just have it sitting up higher. So just feeling back into the body and just adjusting what's suitable for your body. And then as you find that comfortable position, just settling back into stillness. And just be mindful of what thoughts are floating back in. And just start to let go of anything that might have happened in your day. And not worry about what's happened in the past. And not worry about what's going to happen in the future. Just take this moment to arrive in this present moment. This present moment on your mat. And if thoughts are still floating in, I want you to see your thoughts like clouds in the sky. And just like the wind, we use our breath to blow those clouds away or blow those thoughts away. So with each breath, I want you to see those clouds just floating away now, till as all you can see is a clear blue sky. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, just slowly float up and flutter open your eyes. And now we're going to take that left leg up the wall. And then we're just sliding that right leg back down this time. We're going to take that ankle just above the knee. We're going to bring in a slight flex of that right foot. And of course, if can't get it all the way down below the knee, we can just take it up above towards the shin. So just finding that comfortable position for you. And then close the eyes back down. And then just resettle back into your stillness. And take the moment to tune back into your breath. And with each exhale, I want you to feel it growing longer and smoother. And you want to be lengthening your exhale a lot longer than your inhale. So if you're not sure how to do that, you can do it by counting. So you could inhale to the count of 3 and then exhale to the count of 5. Now you can gradually see if you can make that exhale a little bit longer. Still keeping your inhale to the count of 3. Let's see if we can now exhale to the count of 7. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And when you're ready, let's just flutter back open the eyes. And you can take that right leg and extend it back up the wall. And this time we're going to take our legs wide, just as far wide apart as you can, till it just feels comfortable. So remembering we're not forcing or straining tonight. This is all about ease. So just finding some ease in your body. And then from there, just closing the eyes back down. Take 5 more breaths here. And you can just slide your legs back in. I'm going to come into a wide-legged squat pose. So you might just have to just shimmy your bottom just away from the wall if you find that your hips are starting to rise up. And then just taking your legs as wide as you can. And just holding it here. Let's take about 5 more breaths here. And very slowly you can just draw your legs back together and just straighten them out briefly on that wall. Just have a quick stretch, so just point your toes up and draw them down. And just do that one more time and draw them down. And then we're just going to draw our legs back down towards our chest and we're going to roll off to one side. And we're going to be finishing with a supported bridge on a block. So we're going to move our mat around. We'll just pop our blanket off to one side. So have your block or books handy. Come lying down onto your back. We want to draw our legs into a bent knee. And from here we're going to press into the floor, into our feet, and just peel our spine up off the floor. And then we're going to take our block and we're either going to place it on level 1 and just slide it underneath that sacrum. Or if you've done it plenty of times before, you can use it on level 2. So I am going to demonstrate level 1, so I'm just going to just place that down. And just make sure that it's underneath the back of the pelvis, which is that flat back, the sacrum, and not underneath the low back. And from here, let's just have our arms out to the sides, just palms facing up. And then just close your eyes back down. have the option here of staying as you are, or we're going to just stretch our right leg out in front. So we can get a nice stretch on that hip flexor. So just a right leg out. And if you want that sort of all body stretch feeling, we can take both of our arms just above the head. I'm going to hold it here for about 10 breaths. And then when you're ready, you can just return your arms back down towards the sides. Slide your right leg back in. And then swap over to the other side. So taking that left leg out this time, come resting on top of the heel. Keeping our right leg into that bent knee. And then if it feels good, you can return both arms above the head. And we'll hold it here for about 10 more breaths. And very slowly, let's just return those arms back down towards the sides. Just slide that left leg back in. And when you're ready, we're just going to press into our feet and just peel the hips off the block. We're going to slide that block out to the side and then just lower ourselves down vertebrae by vertebrae. Just draw our knees in towards our chest and just have that gentle rock from side to side. Come back to center and just take some circles in one direction. And then go in the opposite direction. And then you can just come back to the center and just release your feet down towards the floor. And let's just set up for our Shavasana. So just grabbing your blanket. You can either have your blanket back underneath your head for some support. You could roll your blanket and have it as a release for the low back by just placing it underneath the knees. Or you might like just to cover yourself up with your blanket. Keep yourself nice and warm. And then from there, Let your arms just fall out to the sides, palms facing up. Let your feet fall out to the sides. Let go of all tension, all stress. And let's just relax into the stillness of our Shavasana. And just slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Invite some movement into your fingers and your toes and start to deepen your breath. Take a nice stretch with your legs and arms. And then from here, let's just roll off to one side. Come resting in your fetal position. If you've got no support for underneath your head, just use one of your hands. And let's pause here for 5 breaths. And then very slowly, let's just press ourselves up to our seated position. Draw your hands into your heart center, bow down your head. And then thank yourselves for taking time out of your busy lives for this self-care practice. Namaste.